Testing. Alright, there we go. So, yeah guys, what is up? This is Raven2, and welcome to your stream. We're gonna be doing something a little bit weird. I don't have a lot of time to actually play D&D, so I figured I would try and figure out how to play it on my own. We are going to be creating the world, creating characters, creating the NPCs. Everything is going to be done randomly on the fly. We're going to even make up the rules as we go. I mean, we've got our base set of stuff to do, so we'll figure out how we're going to do it. I've already got a few ideas with how I can do random encounters and make them feel natural and everything. But we're going to see what we can do. But let me give you some background on what's going on here. I do have basically standard modules down. So I've got the DMG and all that, Monster Manual, Player's Handbook, Sword Coast Adventures. I've got a few of the source books and supplements, Tome of Foes, Tasha's Cauldron, Turtle Pack, Folo's Guide, Xanathar's Guide, etc. These are just the ones I have right now. We are playing on Fantasy Grounds Unity, so all of this will be created on the fly. Any tables that I need to create to help with randomization of the adventure and everything will be done on the fly. So let's get started. I have a very special website open that I use a lot. So I'm gonna be bringing that up here. As you can see, we're on let's bring that more towards the center. If I can. Oh, I can't get it to... Oh, I've got it locked. Unlock it. This needs to be in the center. Let's see. Sorry about this. I didn't have everything set like I thought I did. So transform, fit to screen. Alright, and we are going to lock this game capture in. That way it's not taking and going anywhere. So let's bring this more towards the center. So, Fantasy Random Generator. We are using Donjon. If you have never heard of this site, it is a wonderful tool for DMs who just can't think of anything to do. But I'm going to be using it to create my characters, create my NPCs, create the entire world. And we're going to be doing this just as we go. So first off, let's create our world. So Fantasy World Generator. Let's see how many we want to do. Let's roll a d6, and that'll be the number of times that I take, and the number of rerolls I do. So I'm just gonna take this d6 and roll it. So max, we're gonna need 6. So let's bring that back up. So 6 random rerolls. 5 and 6. Oh, so this will be our world that we will be using. Let's rename the world. Well, let's rename the world. What should we name it? What should we name it? Let's pull up a... Open link in new tab so that I can bring it up. And let's see. Nope, that's not going to be it. Fantasy campaign, world name, Menargothr. Copy that, and that will be the name of our world. Let's construct this world. Creating the fractal world map. And let's see what we get. Now, if my stream goes in and out, I'm sorry. My internet has been kind of spotty lately. That's why I haven't been streaming every day like I planned on. My internet has just been crappy. Okay, so we have our world. That is very nice. Let's bring it up a little bit more. There we go. Alright. Save image. And we'll save it to... We'll create a new folder on the desktop. New folder. Solo GMP. And what was the name of the world? Menargothr. We'll save. All right. So we now have our world. I have a picture of it. Oh, I can just download the page and the map. So we'll download that. Download page. Alright, and we will open up our folder and put everything in it. Desktop. Solo DNT. So we have both of those. File. There we go. Alright, so let's put this in our world. In our D&D thing. So. Alright, so we're going to do a new map. So campaign. Where is... Oh gosh, why can I not see it? Tables, story, images. Come on, there we go. Group, uncategorized, create item. Where is this? Alright. So, new image is going to be map of oh gosh, I cannot. Alright. Menargothr. Identified map. There'll be ID as a map of the world. Alright, now we've got to put this in. So import, delete that. Now, how do I add a map? Add wall layer, add effects layer, add folder. There's gotta be a better way to do this. Create new item. Nope. Let's delete that. Next grid. There. Tile. Hey, I always forget how to do this. So that's play. That's layers. Add painting layer. No. Import file. Okay, there we go. Yes, and I'm kind of learning how to create stuff in here too, so this may be a little weird going on. Let's see. Where's my solo D&D? There we go. Alright, and we're gonna go layers, next line of sight, lighting, mask, grid. It's going to be hex. Yep. Let's see, layer, set grid. Alright, adjust position. There's layers, set grid. We'll start from this corner. And then we'll adjust. And then go down one layer. That looks about right. That looks pretty much spot on. Alright. Rename as map of the world. Alright, and grid snap, all that. Alright. So, let's delete this one. I forgot about that one thing. Delete. Let's go down to, let's add a category. Alright. Menargothr. Uncategorized. And add to group. Alright. So we have that set. So we have our world, Menargothr. Isolations, Dragon Mountains, Lost Pits. Awesome. Alright, so we have that. Now we need our notes. And we are going to create the campaign. So we're going to re-roll the map 6 times, the campaign generator 6 times to see what our well, we're not going to roll it 6 times. We're going to roll on a d6 and see what we get. And that will be the number of clicks that we do to randomize the map, the campaign. 1 click. Alright, let's open up. 1. Let's open up this. Alright. And we got this page now, so we're good. We can find everything. Alright, so my random campaign. So 1, that's when we click on it, so we'll just do that. Alright, world name is Menargothr. Menargothr. I think that's the name of it. Menargothr. Republic of Ingham. Starting town. Local inn. Awesome. So copy image or save image. Save image as campaign. Ah, it won't let me do that. So we'll just print it to PDF, and it says to enable print background images when you print this page. So we'll just print it. If I can figure out how. Let's see. Where is my print? Save page as. Alright, and let's see if that pulled it up. Why is Discord starting? I don't need Discord. And it'll be alright. Let's see. Don John, my random campaign. Firefox. Okay. And perfect. It saved it. Awesome. So we have that saved. So let's go back here. And we will, I guess let's start creating characters. Let's create a character. So who rules the area, etc. NPCs. Lore. No dwarf has returned alive from the forest. Nice. Agnes. A lich, Lord of Undeath, is the local evil. They want the Sword of Eldritch Anonymity. What will happen if they get it? The realm will be decimated by famine. Very few people know the High Priest. Awesome. The world is ending in 38 days. That's gonna be fun. No one knows the world is ending in 38 days, which actually might work. Local low-level monster tribe is a tribe of murderous hobgoblins. That sounds fun. Dungeon Master. Awesome. Balin. Bayham. Awesome. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. We are going to create our characters. So, for my character, I'm going to create a main character. That's going to be me, and I'm also going to create, using Tasha's rules, a couple sidekicks. So, character, create new, name. Let's decide what class and name we want. Class, I want to go Artificer. That's what I always go with. I love that class. But I think we'll go with a Wizard. It might make sense. I don't know why, but I want to make a Wizard. So, let's go ahead and pull up our classes. And we'll choose Wizard from this. Oh, I gotta go to page 2. So, Wizard. We'll go with Player's Handbook version. That way, we'll have all the options. So, we'll go with a Wizard. We'll go with Investigation. And what we're going to say is this Wizard is from a new world, so they're not going to have any interest in they're not going to have any knowledge of the history of the area. Let's do a note, actually. I think what the story will be is that the Wizard, the world of Menargothr is a parallel world that was created, is a brand new world that was created by the wizard in his studies. It was actually an accident, so was aided in a accident where the wizard, let's find the name for him. So let's find our character's name. Random fantasy generator. Random fantasy name generator. Let's go with common names, and we'll go. So, what type of wizard would create this? I could see maybe gnomes. We'll just go with a human female name, and we'll generate it a few times. All right, let's roll a d10 and see what we get. So let me pull this up. So we're going to generate this a few times. So we'll roll a d6 and then we'll roll a d10 to choose our first name. So let's go back to here. Let's go back to Fantasy Grounds. We are going to be rolling a d6 to determine the number of rerolls on the name list. So 2 rerolls and a d10 to choose the awesome 8. So 2 rerolls, the 8th name will be the first name of our character. So let's go back here. And we will do 2 rerolls and the 8th name, Wolfwee. Alright. So go back to Fantasy Grounds. Wolfwee is our name. The wizard Wolfwee. Wolfwee. The wizard, female wizard Wolfwee. All right. Let's create let's get a portrait. So D&D 5e. I'm just gonna use human. Yeah, I think we'll go human. What is a good wizardy female character? We'll choose that one for right now. If this stream actually does get a lot of views, I don't know, maybe someone can create me some character art for Wolfwee. Alright. Wolfwee. Created and was sucked into a pocket dimension. Pocket dimension. The world is slowly deteriorating. As I know, I have horrible spelling. The world is slowly deteriorating as the magics used to create it, as the magics used to create it were random and unstable. Alright, so this also gives us our subclass for the wizard because it helps. She could probably be either doing planar magic, so I forget what planar magic is under. But let's see, school. Wolfwee. Alright. Spellcasting wizard. Alright. Wolfwee and the creation of Wolfwee and the creation of Menargothr. 1, 0. Alright. And let's go back to our storyboard. And we're going to rename this. Add group. Group 1. Rename to We'll do this Chronicles of Menargothr. And that will be the name of this. And alright, so we have the background for what happened. Awesome. And so we're also going to need to do a few things. Skills, arcana, abilities. So nothing yet on what we have to do. I think we've already established that she will be human, so let's pull up our races. Well, first we need to determine our ability scores. So we are going to do this. /die 4d6 keep 3. Alright, so 13. 13. 13. 17. 16. Let's see, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and one more. And 17. So we've got 2 17s, 16, and 3 13s. And you also, I just did that, so this is actually going to be pretty good. We'll go with one of the 17s will be in intelligence. Let's see, the other 17, I'm going to say dex. No, let's see, maybe charisma. Yeah, like it's not, I know it's not a good stat, but we do need something that's going to help us. Now for the 16, I want to say put it in dex. That way we have some way of not getting hit as well. And the rest will be 13s, so 13 wisdom, 13 con, and 13 strength. Alright. Now we choose her race. And she's just going to be a standard human. Now, do we want to go human or variant? I'm going to say just standard human. Just because that's what's going to help with everything. So 18 intelligence is awesome starting off. Alright. And we have that on there so that we can click it to pull that back up. And we need a background. What would be her background? Let's see. Could be a sage. Let's see. Why would she be taking and studying Far Traveler? What's that one? Paramount, so coast, north, there. I mean, this would make sense, somewhat, but not as much in that way. A cloistered scholar might help. As a child, you were inquisitive when your playmates were possessive or raunchous. In your formative years, you found your way to one of Faerun's great institutions of learning, where you were apprenticed and taught that knowledge that's more valuable than treasure, than gold or gems. Now you are ready to leave your home, not to abandon it, but to quest for new lore and add it to your storehouse of knowledge. This sounds like a good background for Wolfie. So we're gonna go with the cloistered scholar. We already have investigation. we're going to choose Arcana. And see, she's not going to have any knowledge of that area. But could go Insight. Yeah. Kill from list of characters become proficient. We'll go with Arcana. So we have all of this. We might have access to all that. Alright. So, first things first, let's go ahead and pull up all our stuff so that we have, okay, abilities, all that. Choice of 2 languages. So we could do Elven, let's see, Celestial maybe. Wait, what's the outside? Is there a language for outsiders? Let's go to options and languages. Primordial maybe. That might be one that she would know. So we'll go Primordial, because she might have found some primordial tomes and things to help her discover how to do stuff. Infernal and Celestial would probably be in there. So we'll go Infernal and Celestial. So Infernal, Celestial. Is there a Celestial? Yes. Make sure I have these all correctly spelled so that I can learn it. Awesome. Alright, so we have our languages. Alright. Wizard spellcasting equipment. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our equipment together. That way we have it. Let's see. 10 GP. Oyster writing kit. A small pouch with a quill. So let's get our items page up. And we'll go, let's just see. Quill. So we have a quill, ink, parchment, and pen, knife. Okay, so we'll just have to create it. Pen, knife. All right. And a borrowed book. Okay. And we'll create a new item. What would be the book that would have led her to this creation? So, we can look at this in one of two ways. We can randomize the name of the book, which I do believe that there is a random book generator. Let's see. I believe there's a random book generator. Random generator. Random generator. Quests and items. Ancient tomes. Alright. And we'll generate a few times. Let's see. Set scrolls, no. Cerebromancy. Argent contained in a library. It is said to have been stolen from the library. Forgotten God of Secrets. Oh. That might be one. Follow? No. Slates. Card panels is written by a war god. Huh. I mean, this actually sounds like a book, so we'll go with this one. Let's copy it and go into here and paste the name of it. And we'll go to here. And we'll copy the copy that and put that in our description. Awesome. Type. Alright. So we got that book. Alright. So we got that part of our stuff. Now we need the wizard's stuff. So, because we're also going to have to create our spell lists and all of that. So let's go ahead and start on that. Inventory. Alright. So, Lure of Knowledge, creating a wizard, spellcasting. And by the time we get to level 2, I'll be able to figure out what all I need. So, first things first, we gotta get her weaponed, so we'll just do, I mean, quarterstaff, she may have grabbed it as she was being sucked in, so we can go with that. Component pouch, or arcane focus. We'll go for a component pouch. There we go. Component pouch. A scholar's pack or an explorer's pack. She was not out exploring yet. She was working on a creation. So we're going to go with a scholar's pack. Because she may have had that as a way for her to be able to she may have had it on hand because she was going through and using stuff from her pack. Alright. And anything else? A spellbook. So, do we have a spellbook? Go for spell book. Player's handbook. Yeah. And we have a spellbook. Awesome. So we have created we have worked on our character. We need to get her spells list and all that. I will be right back, guys. I need to go use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back. Sorry about that. I really had to use the bathroom. Just a second, guys. It's gonna sound a little weird for a second because I'm trying to move around my mic because it was caught under my chair leg. Alright. So, we got that. We need to do our spells. What spells would she... would a wizard who is working at level 1. We are just level 1. We're just gonna do level 1. Well, let's go ahead and pull up this. Let's see. School of Divination, maybe? Define veils. Parts veil of space and time conscious so that they can see clearly. Would it be transmutation? Energy or matter? Modifying? Yeah. World is not a fixed thing, but oh, that does sound perfect. That sounds perfect. So, transmutation wizard. That sounds perfect, I think. Let's see. I need to turn on something on this. Just give me a second, guys. May turn on my thing because I forgot to turn on streamer. Oh gosh, how do I turn on streamer mode? Streamer mode. There we go. Enable streamer mode. Come on, turn on streamer mode. Well, maybe I got it fixed. I'm just gonna turn off that for right now. Okay, so at first level, you know 3 cantrips of your choice from the wizard's spell list. You can learn additional cantrips as you choice at your choice at higher levels, as shown in the cantrips known. So, we are going to start off with cantrips. It's going to be under actions. Let's see. So she's an evocation. Mage Hand would definitely be in there. She would probably choose Firebolt just as a way of doing that. And then let's see. Mending. I think that would be a good one to have just as a backup for like if her clothes got torn or she accidentally tore a page while reading through. She would try and mend it. Yeah. Alright. At first level, you contain 6 spells of your choice. Okay, so at first level, you have a spellbook containing 6 first level spells of your choice. Your spellbook is the repository of the wizard spells you know, except your cantrips, which are fixed in your mind. So, let's see. She would definitely have Identify in her spellbook. She would have Mage Armor and Magic Missile just as a basic way of protecting herself. You know, Tensa's floating disc. She would not want to carry her own stuff. She would take and have something to do it. So either Unseen Servant or Tensor's Floating Disk. One of those two. What would it be? What would be the best way to do that? You know, she would be so involved in her studies that she may not want to take and tell someone to do something all the time. So she would probably have Tensor's Floating Disk. She would just take and put it up and go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We also want something like we already have Identify. She would definitely have a familiar. She would definitely have a familiar. And comprehend language. Like she'd be going through. Yeah, that. Okay, so I have all 6 of my spells. The wizard's table shows you how many spell slots you have to cast your spell slot. Wizards of first level and higher to cast one of these spells. Prepare. If you're a 3rd level wizard and you have 4 first and 2 within a house 16, prepare that spells can include 6 spells. First and second level. Chose if you. Okay, we'll worry about that here in a second when we get to the actual adventure. I do need to go back over that because it's been a while since I've done anything with wizards. Alright, so we have our. So we have Wolfway. Awesome. Take ownership as the GM because I am the player and all that. All right. So, Wolfway. She will have her familiar, so gain the service of familiar spirit. Let's see. So we're gonna have Wolfway in there, and we'll also do a party sheet. Not because we'll actually have a big party, but to do everything. But we will need it. So we'll have her in there. All right. So we have Wolfway. Now, as we go along, as she's going through this world, she's going to gain people who will help her. So, we are first going to figure out how we want to do this. So, her wizard familiar. I believe that it needs to be a creature that is by CR. We'll go with, what would she have as her? I mean, we could just go with a standard cat. Yeah, we'll just go with a standard cat. And they are our friend. So Wolfway's familiar. Wolfway's familiar. Awesome. Alright. So she has been sucked in, her and her familiar. Her familiar was most likely standing beside her whenever she was sucked into this world that was created. So, how do we want to do this? Alright, we've got the story started. We've got Wolfway, our wizard who accidentally created this world while looking through some tomes. As she gets sucked through, she grabbed her staff and her pack and her familiar was right beside her, so her familiar was sucked in at the same time. Okay. Alright, so is there anything else that I need to add? Not that I can think of. So, we have Wolfway. I might need to put her on the stat bar. And I'll put Wolfway's familiar here. Characters, Wolfway. Awesome. Alright, Nick can. Yeah. Alright, so our story has begun. The Chronicles of Menargothr. Let's see, how do we want to do this? We have the way of doing it. So, let's just do as she awoke. As Wolfway awoke from being pulled into this world, she ends up in a where would she end up? Adventuring environments. Let's see. I'd say she probably woke up in the middle of a forest, because if we look at our map of Menargothr, there is a lot of forests and mountains. Like, a lot of forests and mountains. Like, in the center is mainly forest. Doesn't look like there's any desert areas, so. Huh, ruins of Castle Ravenloft. So, let's go with... Okay, so there's a swamp, there is trees. Okay, desert area. So, I mean, there's more to it than just that. So, we shall say she teleported. We want her close to a town. So, here is where we will take and add a painting layer. Pointer. We'll draw a circle right here. We'll say she ended up here when she started. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Because she'll be close to the 5 cities. There's a desert, there is ocean, Greywood Forest, and even there's a good spot. So, we'll label this. Now, we can't label it right now, but that will be where she ended up. Where she fell into the world. So, for now, I am going to create a table. And the table is going to be a way for us to determine if something happens when she fell. I'm going to roll a d20. What it's going to be is a d20 roll. So, it's going to be a d20 roll. And on a 1, it's going to be 1. And this one's going to be a 20. So on a 1, a bad encounter. Bad encounter. If it's a 20, it's going to be a good encounter. So, what I mean by bad encounter, it's going to be there's either going to be a trap that's sprung, there's going to be a monster attack, something like that. On a good encounter, it could be something like finding a strange magical item, coming across a helpful NPC who who is more helpful than a standard NPC, like maybe a new sidekick or something like that. I think that'll work. So we're gonna name it Counters on the World Map. Alright, so whenever we're on the world map, we're going to travel. Each day, each hex is going to be a chance at an encounter. So let's try and see. We have just come into this world. We're going to see what happens. Nothing. So we're going to have to add a new 1, 20 to 20. So we're gonna fix this to make it look a little bit better. From 2 to 19. No encounter, and then add a row, and then 20 to 20. Good encounter. All right, there we go. So we've rolled our first one. So she ends up in the forest. She doesn't have anything around her. She doesn't have any clue where she is. What is Wolfway gonna do? Well, first let's make sure that she understands what happened. This could make or break it. So Wolfway is going to do would it be wisdom or intelligence? And we're gonna say that she knew what she was creating. She knew some of the stuff, but this will be so intelligence. We're gonna set it as a DC 15. I think would be pretty much standard. So let's roll a DC 15 check. And intelligence check 17. So yes, Wolfway does know what happened. She knows that she was sucked into this world. She was sucked in while she was creating it. But she doesn't know where she is. So we're gonna make a survival check to see if she can make her way towards a town. She would most likely be looking around for some sort of roads or anything like that. So we're just going to do a survival check. Let's see if she can make her way around. So survival. Okay, so a 12. So she does make her way. So let's take a look at our world map. Go to our images. Okay, so that's table. World map. So she can either go north to this settlement or south. So we're just gonna do a coin flip. North, she goes towards the heads. She goes towards the settlement in the city upon Night Shore. South, she goes towards the 5 cities. Heads it is. So she's going to start heading this way. So pointers, draw arrow. Alright, so her first day in this woods, she is going to move to her first section. So we're going to drawing her pointers, remove pointers. So she was right here. Is there a way to plant a flag? Okay, so she was right there. Paint layer. Use a brush. So, this is where she started. And we're going to... Her first one was to make her way, to find a way. So she does make it within 1 day to here. So we are going to... We really need a flag or something. Need some sort of flag or something to mask. Where is flags? Flags, we really need some sort of flag thing. Tokens. Actually, we'll just set Wolfrey right here. So she makes her way to the next area. We're gonna roll on the table. And we're going to see. Let's find our tables. Encounters on the world map. So we're gonna roll. No encounters. So she's going to make her way to that. That's a day's travel. She is going to have a night of take and bed down for the night. But I don't remember if she had a tent or anything. Let's check. No, she has no tent, so she's gonna have to rough it. Because it's basically just camping for her, or she would have known about camping. She would have probably have been camping before, or at least studied about it. We're gonna make a survival check. let's see if she can. It's just going to be a DC 10, I think. Because while it's not just standard everyday affair for her, she does know a little bit about it. So we're going to try a... Okay, so she got it. She was able to take and camp, set up her night. Now, we need to decide how to, if anything happens. Let's see, how do we see if anything happens? Is there a table that is already created? Let's see, let's go to tables. We'll go to the DM's guide. Creating adventures. Wilderness goals, maybe? No, those are goals. Those are creating the adventure. I need something. Adventure environments. No. Running the game. There's got to be something in the DMG. The world of your own, forms of government, etc. Alright. Let's see about... That's creating adventures. Event-based, framing events, other goals, side quests, Sylvan Forest encounters. I mean, this could be a Sylvan Forest. Now, we need to decide if they actually have something happen. If she actually has something happen. So, we're just gonna roll. On a 1 on a d20, we're going to say that she does have an encounter for the first period of the night, for the first part of sleep. So let's roll. That could have been bad, but she gets through most of the night, no sleep, no problem with her sleep. Let's see if she does. Okay, and she's good. She makes it through her whole night with no sleep. Wait, 3 sections. Yep, we gotta roll one more time. Oh gosh, no. Okay. Alright, so her first night asleep, she doesn't have any problems. Let's see if she can find food for the day, because I don't believe she has any rations as far as I can tell. Inventory. Yep, no rations at all. Yay. Let's go to her abilities and skills. Wait, is there anything in the skills that I might not know? Alright. Let's see if she can find any food for the day. So. Yep. Signs of weather or avoid quicksand. Yeah, hunt wild game. Let's find her some food. And I got a 1. Okay. So, because she got a natural 1, we're going to say she did find food. But it wasn't what she was expecting. So, let's go ahead and open up our generator and create a, we'll find us a encounter. And I hate to say it, I'm not going to kill her right off. I'm not going to kill her right off. That would not take and make for a very important, fun thing. But we are going to make it challenging. So, encounter random encounter generator. So number of PCs 1, level 1. We're gonna at least make it medium, and environment is forest. Easy. Let's just do hard. Alright, so and because it's a 1, there's not going to be any treasure. So let's see. I mean, we could find a goblin in the middle of the forest, but she's looking for food. She's looking for food. Let's generate another. We need to find something that she might have thought was food, but is not. What is a vegapigmy? Vegapigmy. Let's see. Big pygmy. Let's open up this. It's in Volo's guide, so we should be alright. We do have Volo's guide. So NPCs. Volo's guide. Big pygmy. It's gonna probably be under the V's. Big pygmy. A small plant. So she was probably foraging and came across this. So we are going to add a big pygmy to the encounter, and let's open up just a random forest map. So let's go to tables. No. Images. Alright. Let's see. Forest camp. Alright. Alright, so Wolfray is out searching for food. She has her familiar with her, and she comes upon the pygmy. Alright, so what does this thing look like, actually? I would love to see it. Alright, plant camouflage. Gains 3 hit points at the start of its turn. If it takes fire, cold, or this trait does not function. Awesome! Round 0, menu, initiative. Roll all initiatives. Alright, so I'm going to have my cat familiar take and grant assistance. So cat's gonna move over to the other side of the pygmy and just start granting me resistance. Wolfie, she is going to cast a firebolt, but it's range, so she will have to move back on her. And it's a miss. Awesome. So she gets out of range. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Full attack. And she is going to target the Vega Pygmy. 30 feet. Alright, so first, and that's the end of her turn. So the Veg Pygmy is going to close the distance. And, actually, so that it doesn't take any damage from the cat, it's going to use its sling against Wolfwee. So it's going to attack, a hit, so it will do. Ooh, Wolfwee just got, max damage. Oh. I mean, there's a chance, you know, just to make sure that this keeps going. I'm gonna say the cat will take and go over to Wolfwee and watch over her as the pygmy takes and runs away. So delete the pygmy. So next round. Failure. And I don't want this to end just yet. Okay, if the next one's a failure, we'll just be dead. Let's just, if the next one's a failure, it means that she will be at 1, she will be dead. If it's successful, we'll say she gets back to 1 HP. And she's alive. She is alive. So, heal 1. And she is unconscious. Oh, goodness. Oh, she is... That was a close one, guys. Like, literally, she literally almost died. We're going to take and... Let's move this out the way. Okay. So, there has to be something that takes and happens that is mean. As the pygmy was running, it decided to take and steal from Wolfwee. It stole the book. So, story. We'll go for story. As Wolfwee lie unconscious on the ground. The pygmy stole the one item that could save her from this world. The book is gone. And it's going to be, let me pull up her character sheet. Inventory. The profane scrolls of Eisius. And we will delete that. Is there a Control Z? The profane scrolls of Eisius. Book used by Wolf to create the world of Menargothr. Lost secrets from a dead god. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to create that as an item. So I'm going to open up the items tab. And I'm going to create one spellbook that it's going to be £3. So we'll just say that's £3. Profane. All right. And that, my friends, will be the start of this entire adventure. This is actually turning out to be okay. It's really fun. So, Wolfrey has now lost the profane scroll of Eisius. So we will take that out of her thing. It is now a book in the world. Takes her hours to return to life with her cat Pebbles. We'll name the cat Pebbles. We're gonna name the cat Pebbles. But yeah, wow. We've already got a wonderful start to this adventure, and it's going to be so fun. I hope to continue this with you guys later on. Hopefully, I can keep streaming soon. But yeah, guys, it looks like it's going to be the end of our stream. for today, because it's been about an hour and a half. That's a good amount of time to be where we're at, so we are going to end it here.